back to the Lincoln Navigator, as I am now ready to change this thing up again, and also to make it more...
You know what? Take practicality and throw it out the window. The performance shop will tweak your ride to get the most horses and torque you need.
And basically to make this thing look like it's ready to go out and win. With Grady, because I'm pretty sure that's everything we need. And if I just head over to the dyno now, which by the way is one thing I've not shown off yet in this game, I figured now is probably the time for me to do it, because why not?
Every track has specific layouts to really push your car. Tweak your suspension and jimmy the output before you hit the clay, so you have the proper setup for the track. Throw your ride on the dyno and run it on the test track to make sure it's wired tight.
Yeah, Tommy, by the way, does also give us a introduction to the dyno, so I figure it might be worth it. Okay. And this, by the way, does show the overall stats of what we get. So basically we can test this out in any race mode, and we're up to 530 horsepower. That is interesting. And that's all the way up from about 120. And that's basically all the way up from, I think, about 200 horsepower before. And a top speed of 204. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's about the only thing I can... That's about the only thing I really feel inclined to show off. But anyway, yeah. So there we go. Now, I will go and put some more body mods on this thing, because I did unlock those, and I figure now is probably the right time for me to put those in. Although before then, however, I will head over to the specialties shop. I figured now would probably be the time for me to show off the performance tuning setting. Anyway, let's now head into the specialties shop and upgrade our car further.
Hey, accessorize your ride with style and turn some heads when you race by upgrading your car's looks and audio right here.
Sure. Okay, and I think that's pretty much it. Okay. I still need to do some body modding to this thing, and then we should be there, is what I think. But either way, we're almost at 10 stars visually, so yeah, let's head over to the body shop now. And then I can change a few things over in the graphics shop. Once I get there. Because why not? Because I am prepared to take that risk. I can also say this thing does handle a bit better. Nope, I'm here to change a few things now. Because I can do that. Do they have pink? No. I'll keep the colour as it is. Yes. Now there's just one more thing to do, and that is to head over to the body shop. And then I will have basically drained out my bank, fully upgrading this thing. And also making it stand up. Okay, one last thing to do. I am not heading over to the DVD location yet. Yeah, why not? I'll just go inside and change a few things around.
Say goodbye to stock, cause slamming and dressing is what it's all about. Make your ride distinct by throwing on body mods.
Sure, let's go Limo Tech. Okay, I think we're now done. I've officially upgraded this car now to 10 stars. And I think I will save the game now, after I've been doing this for 17 minutes, or however long it's going to be, with me no doubt going to be speeding up the whole process, because that's what I normally do. So you don't have to feel like time wasting, knowing just what the fuck it is I'm doing. Choosing my body customization mods, but I think we've got it now. Blacktop Bandits DVD cover. Congratulations, your car has been selected to appear on the Blacktop Bandits DVD cover. Head to the star on your minimap to meet the photographer.
producer is milling about with the crews tonight. He's capturing raw footage for his next street production of Slammed and Stretch. Rip it up, and you're in for sure.
Yep.
I heard straight from the streets for us looking around. You know they're gonna film the winner, so make sure you're first. Reps from Street Racing Unleashed just told everyone they got a spot for the next winner in their video. You get this, you got it made. Hey, I just ran into guys filming for Blacktop Bandits. They heard about you and want to get some footage of you crossing the finish line. They expect you to win, so don't disappoint.
Rachel, I will not disappoint after you have just given me 4 phone calls. Also, am I on the easy difficulty? Okay, I'll put this up to medium now. I don't think this is going to be too hard. Be clear, boy. Ain't no room or time made for chuck wagons here. You best be knowing what you're getting into, 'cause ain't no refunds given out here. Rashid, as long as I have a Lincoln Navigator that is also at a visual rating of 10 stars, I know precisely what it is I need to do. I'm also hopeful in saying that I don't accidentally cross over into any DVD spots. So we get a Hummer H2, I think there's another Hummer H2 as well, if I'm not mistaken. I can't quite see the rest of the field. Oh, okay. I think they're all Hummers. I think all of my competition are driving Hummers here. The AI were too close. Oh, we had 2 Hummers and 1 Lincoln. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna try this again. I want to at least try and salvage some rep out of this. I think that's what I've now established. So, I'm gonna try this again because I want to at least try and get something out of this race regarding reputation points. I want to at least get something out of this. Especially considering the amount of money I had to spend on this thing just to get it as far up as fucking 10 stars the way I did. I really had to crank my spending up a notch if I was gonna get there. I'm so glad I missed that median. I still can't seem to get through that corner entry very well. But at least I can say there's no traffic, which is one benefit I get from this race. And what that basically means is there will be less carnage than what there would be. Yeah, something tells me if I am going to get rep points from this, I'll have to go down to easy. Just to get the rep points. Not to say I have to get rep points from every single race, but I'm basically trying to get the rep points for pride, more or less. That's basically what my intuition is. As in, I want to at least prove that it is possible for me to get something salvageable out of all the prudent spendings I've had to put into this thing, just to make sure, to the fans at least, it looks good and it flies. Not that I really have any fans, but, well, I mean the in-game fans. Something to notice and cheer about. Anyway. So you know, there is that. Something that will no doubt be eye-catching. And I have got a herd of hornets on my back. And I think it is fair to say I'm not going to get rid of those hornets. Oh. Well, that might get rid of them. I just suddenly built up to a 4-second lead. You know what? I will take that. As long as they finish at least a few seconds behind me, then that's all I care about. Huh. I almost won by 5 seconds over Rob. Rashid 3rd and Wesley was 4th. Yes, I will take that. 200 rep, 2,000 in the bank. I will take both of those. And now... No, I'm not going to get my replay yet. Let's just focus on getting through our next SUV race, and then once we are done with that, we can then get on with working out whatever's left. Oh, and we do have one to do in the city core. Well, let's head over there next then, whilst we're at it. Alrighty then. SUV race number 2, and it comes from Philip. Son, we roll with the sweet sport UTs in this crew. How's about I take your bank real quick so you can get that bus back to the lot before the driver needs it for school tomorrow morning? How's about I just race you in that big metal box of yours and see how long it is before one of us can make it to the finish line? Anyway, so off we go, and this time it's a trio, and what we've got for this race is a trio of Lincoln Navigators. Hopefully, since this one is based on speed, I may be able to get the advantage regarding acceleration. He is not being very kind at the moment. As a matter of fact, he was basically trying to block me in. But it won't work, because I will take the lead away from you anyway. Because I can do that. I can also capitalize on your self-errors. Hopefully without making too many of my own self-errors. I should also mention, the name of this course, by the way, is called Outer Ring. I know it's not something I would realistically mention, but, well, I figured since I'm now out in front and I'm not really here to just basically mess about with the AI and make it so I go into liquidation. I figured it would at least be worth it for me to mention the name of one circuit that you might want to know the name of, as the top speed I've now hit is 175. And at the moment, I'd say I'm running pretty good. I'm running at least 2 seconds ahead of James and Chong. And I'm not doing a very good job of staying off the walls at the moment. But either way, I'm still holding my ground, so at least it means I'm doing something right. Making sure that I do manage to keep a hold of my boundaries, as I now have a 4-second lead, and it looks as though that gap is now extending itself further. Oh, can I get 5 seconds? Hey, I can get 5 seconds. And since there's no traffic about, it's going to be more. Ooh, 6 seconds. Could this be where I actually get 300? Something tells me I might get 300 from this. Huh. 7.5 seconds over James. I did not think it was going to go that far back. Chong came home third, and Philip, you can literally suck my dick. Oh, 200. Well, I can take pride in that. I should have recorded that one. Oh well. We still have 2 more races. I'll probably have to record the replay of the next one, so it at least shows there is something else for me to do. Aside from just ranting along and just, well, speaking like a computer-addicted idiot. Anyway, I will head to this one. I reckon I'm going to be up to about 14 grand by the time I'm done with this. Anyway, here is SUV race number 3. And you know what? I'm going to go down to the easy difficulty for these last 2 because I do want to at least make sure that my average rep score is in line with the others, or somewhere in line. Okay, well anyway, let's get ourselves going. And it's a drift race. And this time it comes from Phil. What do you call that thing you're rolling in on? Looks like a box on wheels, boy. I guess we can bend the rules a little to let you in. I like a good laugh. Phil, I think it is me who will be doing the laughing. And you will literally be eating my dust. Hopefully. Although you probably will. Alright, so we get another Lincoln. Oh, 2 Lincolns and a Hummer H2 as our competition here. I did also put this down to the easy difficulty so I could basically go out and get some easy points. It's also because, well, since this is a drift race, I figure getting the 300 rap points will pretty much be a done deal, is what I think. Especially considering how far I've now come already. I just had to reset my car there because I would have been left stranded if I didn't. Anyways, I very clearly win. Winning by 36,600 points over David. Phil was third, and Marcus came home fourth. And the majority of the field in that race were driving Lincolns. We also don't get to hear any spectator cheers from the SUV racers. But anyway, here we are. Taking the dominance itself to the next level in my pink Lincoln Navigator. Well, pink and red Lincoln Navigator. But either way, we did good, because I drove this thing in pink. And who the hell does not love pink? Because we all love pink. I think I got some okay shots there. I'll try and see if there's something I can work with, but I reckon that's one thing that will be somewhat passable. Okay, let's check and see if there's any others. And that's the only one left. Okay, well I'll just head straight over there. Alrighty then. Final SUV race of Stage 5, and what do you know, we are going to end this off with a drift race. And Julian basically copied and pasted the same text message that Philip sent me from before. And you know what I'll say? Nothing. Because I don't need to. And for our final race we get 2 Lincoln Navigators and 1 Cadillac Escalade in what should be the last SUV race of the game, and already I drift straight into a pole. And I'm not doing particularly well at the moment. Okay, now I'm doing well. Or doing better than I was, at least. So, you know, there is that. But anyway. I do have this on the easy difficulty because I figured that might be necessary for me. For me to achieve something that might actually be good here. So, you know, that is possible. Well, anyway. At least I'm not the only one who's having trouble trying to get through these corners without crashing. Also, I'm actually running with the pack for once, which is one thing I've not done before in a drift race. Although I have been ahead of someone, but this is probably the first time I've actually managed to do something good. Well, anyway. It would be really nice if I could stop going straight into the wall every time. Because then I might be able to get something good out of this. I basically hit the reset button there because I couldn't really do anything else. Okay. Let's keep this one going and see how many more points we can score at the end of this. I reckon we are going to be at least 30,000 points ahead. Okay. Alright, I scored 76,600 points in the end of that. Ali was second, Julian third, and Rupert came home fourth in the Soul Cadillac Escalade. Alrighty. We are done with the SUV races. Yeah. I might as well see if I can get some better shots of this thing, since the other race didn't really provide me with much. Yeah, by the way, that was nowhere near intentional. That was purely a mistake, is what I think. Well, anyway. I will be ready to make sure that the shots this time around are shots I can take a bit more pride in compared to before. I did also spend a lot of time early on customizing this thing and making sure it was good enough to reach 10 stars on the visual rating. And for that I gotta say, I actually did a pretty good job. Because I actually made it there. Which may be surprising. But anyway, you know, there is that. It did also relieve me to say that I wasn't the only one having trouble here. Even though I did still do a lot of wrecking anyway. I think there's probably a few too many up-close shots, but either way, it doesn't matter. We got the race done, we got the 300 rap points, and we also managed to get this part of the game now done. So we are now done with all of our SUV races. Unless there's another one we need to do, but I'm pretty sure there isn't. I will check to be sure, but I'm fairly confident there isn't. And there is not. So what we have left are the circuit races, the street cross races, the outruns, the hidden races, and then the URL races, with there also being one last race that we need to do at the end. So we're now 67% complete with the game, and we've now done 150 races. And I've spent a total of over 100,000 credits on this car. Good God. Anyway. Those are our stats, and I've got 100% of all parts unlocked. Which is good. And I think next time we're gonna get through the... no. Let's get through the hidden races first. Because I'd imagine they'll have a bit more of an influx. So yeah. Next time, on Need for Speed Underground 2, we will be doing the Stage 5 hidden races.
No one can rise up, I need speed. When I'm racing that strip, I got the bullet in the chip. You call like something to strip,